Born around 482 AD in the small village of Tarisium in the province of Dardania, modern North Macedonia, Justinian's early life was marked by humble origins. His birth name was Flavius Petrus Sabatius, and his family spoke Latin, a rarity in the predominantly Greek-speaking Eastern Roman Empire. His uncle, Justin, a former soldier who rose through the ranks to become Emperor Justin I, brought young Justinian to Constantinople to provide him with an education that would shape his destiny. In Constantinople, Justinian immersed himself in classical studies, theology, law, and military strategy. His intellect and ambition quickly became apparent, and he played an increasingly influential role in his uncle's court. By 518 AD, when Justin became emperor, Justinian was already a trusted advisor, preparing him for greater responsibilities. Justinian's rise was methodical and strategic. During Justin's reign, he was appointed consul and later commander of the Imperial Guard. His marriage to Theodora, a former actress and circus performer, was both controversial and transformative. Theodora's intelligence and political acumen complemented Justinian's ambitions, making her an invaluable partner. In 527 AD, when Justin died, Justinian assumed the throne, inheriting an empire beset by internal divisions, external threats, and economic instability. Despite these challenges, he envisioned a grand revival of Roman glory, encapsulated in his policy of Renovatio Imperii, the restoration of the empire. As emperor, Justinian pursued an ambitious agenda that sought to consolidate imperial authority, restore Roman territories, and strengthen the empire's religious and cultural identity. One of Justinian's most enduring achievements was the codification of Roman law. The Corpus Juris Civilis, or body of civil law, compiled by Juris Tribonian, streamlined centuries of legal texts into a coherent system. Published between 529 and 534 AD, it became the foundation of legal practice in the Eastern Roman Empire and later influenced modern European law. Justinian's military campaigns aimed to reclaim former Roman territories lost to barbarian kingdoms. His greatest general, Belisarius, achieved stunning victories, including the reconquest of North Africa from the Vandals in 533 AD and parts of Italy from the Ostrogoths in 540 AD. These victories temporarily restored Roman dominance in the Western Mediterranean. However, these campaigns came at a great cost. Prolonged wars drained the empire's treasury, and gains in Italy were difficult to maintain due to resistance and later invasions by the Lombards. In 532 AD, Justinian faced one of the gravest crises of his reign, the Nika riots. A dispute during a chariot race in Constantinople's hippodrome escalated into a citywide rebellion against Justinian's heavy taxation and unpopular officials. The rioters demanded his abdication, and for a moment his throne seemed lost. It was Theodora's decisive intervention that turned the tide. She refused to flee, declaring she would rather die an empress than live in exile. Justinian, emboldened, ordered Belisarius to suppress the revolt. The general's forces massacred thousands of rioters in the hippodrome, restoring order but leaving a lasting scar on the city. The destruction caused by the Nika riots provided Justinian an opportunity to rebuild Constantinople on a grander scale. His crowning achievement was the construction of the Hagia Sophia, completed in 537 AD. This architectural marvel, blending Roman engineering and Christian symbolism, became the centerpiece of Byzantine spirituality and a testament to Justinian's vision. Justinian also fortified the empire's borders with extensive construction projects, including the rebuilding of city walls and fortifications. Justinian's reign was deeply intertwined with religious affairs. A devout Christian, he sought to unify the empire under Orthodox Christianity, marginalizing heretical sects such as the Monophysites and pagans. His policies, however, often deepened religious divisions, particularly in Egypt and Syria, where monophysitism remained strong. His patronage of the church was extensive, but his heavy-handed approach to religious conformity sowed seeds of dissent, complicating relations with provinces critical to the empire's stability. While Justinian achieved remarkable successes, his later years were marked by setbacks. The outbreak of the Justinianic plague plague in 541 AD devastated the empire's population and economy, crippling its ability to sustain military campaigns and administrative functions. The pandemic killed millions, including some of Justinian's closest advisors, leaving him increasingly isolated. The strain of prolonged wars, religious tensions, and economic hardships eroded Justinian's popularity. His reconquests in the West proved unsustainable, and by the time of his death in 565 AD, much of Italy had been lost to the Lombards. Justinian's insistence on religious orthodoxy also alienated many, leaving the empire divided along theological lines. His successor, Justin II, inherited a weakened state, setting the stage for future challenges from the Persian Empire and emerging Islamic caliphates. Justinian's legacy is one of contrasts. On one hand, he was a visionary leader who sought to restore Roman greatness, leaving behind enduring achievements such as the Hagia Sophia and the Corpus Juris Civilis. His military campaigns temporarily reunited parts of the Roman Empire and showcased the strength of Byzantine arms. On the other hand, his reign revealed the limits of imperial ambition. The costs of his wars, combined with the devastation of the plague, strained the empire's resources and exposed its vulnerabilities. His religious policies, though rooted in devotion, exacerbated divisions that would later challenge Byzantine unity. Justinian the Great remains one of history's most complex rulers, a man of immense ambition, intellect, and resilience whose reign defined the Eastern Roman Empire and its enduring legacy.